7 yards to go. The mask is going to be an easy winner. Going into the wire. The mask is the winner. That's Lucky Bad, but the Langley on the outside now racing into the lead.
Hello racing fans, welcome to Delaware Park. We'll be watching races from Thursday, July 7th. We had 8 races today, and our feature race was the 7th, was the Sussex Stakes, $50,000 guarantee. It was off the turf, and we went 1 mile on the main track. The main track was listed as muddy. It was that all day, and we were off the turf. The weather here, the temps were in the 70s, light wind. Just was a decent day for horse racing today. So let's take a look at the first half, the early daily double, which was contested at 1 mile, claiming 7,500. Here's Josh, here's the opener, and here's 6.
Away and running, catapulting speed from a King is always king, but he runs the line, joins that fight on the front, and Klingon, one of the fancied rivals in the wagering market, is right there chasing over the Muddy Go as they swing left for the first time on this Thursday get-together. King is always king is off the fence, but has the lead nevertheless. He runs the line, stays a ground-saving second, and Klingon is getting closer to the speed, and they fly through the opening quarter, and off the pace is Midnight Trick in that 4th place position. Brett Meister's a little wide, and Runner stays ground saving as they leave the first turn behind. So 2 of them are in step as they go down the back of the track, and they're long shots too. He runs the line, stays at the inside, but the lead still belongs to a King is always king. The favorite Cleon is lurking in the shadows in 3rd, and Midnight Trick is only 5 lengths down from the leading, rolls in 4th. Brett Meister under a loose rein and gets a pop of the crop with 4 furlongs to go, and Runner still loping along at the back of the pack. They pass the 3.5. A King is always king is bracing for the onslaught of challengers. Midnight Trick is getting closer. The rail belongs to he runs the line, and Brett Meister still coming with a very wide charge. Cleon drops away silently, and nothing from Runners. They turn to the top of the stretch. Look at this. A King is always king is 45-1. He runs the line, is fighting on. Brett Meister's out deep on the course as they swing for home. 3/16 of a mile to go. A King is always king, trying to pay over $90 to win in the 12:30 opener. He runs the line just at this 1 pace, so is Midnight Trick and Brett Meister. First start was a great one here at Delaware Park.
A King, always a king, went off at 45-1 today, lit up the tote board to return $95, $33.40, and $2.80. He runs the line, $15.40, $6.20. Midnight Trick, $2.60, and the 5 was 4th. Your dollar exact, a nice $350.90. Your 50-cent trifecta, $947.20, while your 10-cent super was worth $375.39. Moving on over to second half, the early daily double, optional claiming 25,000. 1 mile and 70 yards. Here's the start.
Away and running to a nice even start on the outside. My Danny Boy breaks right on cue. The rail belongs to Uncle Jerome, who's trying to squeeze on through, and Speak Unity is in the main division too. Cyrus came away in that 4th place position. 3 deep on the track is Ataki's Verve, and last of all is Formal Order. Around the first turn they go. In tight was Uncle Jerome with the money on it. 2-1, had a tap on the brakes, and the leader is My Danny Boy at the 6.5 and shows the way by a length. Tracking in second is Speak Unity, and a hard-to-hold Uncle Jerome is a pent-up powered 3rd. Cyrus is tracking the speed from 4th. There's a gap of almost 2 down to Ataki's Verve, and last of all is Former Order. So they settle down as they approach the 4.5 furlong point. My Danny Boy continues to dictate the speed, but Speak Unity is ready to take a crack at him. 3 lengths down to Cyrus, who now captures 3rd. Uncle Jerome has to pick it up from 4th. Still second last is Ataki's Verve, and Formal Order yet to make a move as they approach the 3 furlong pole. My Danny Boys led him a long way, but here comes the speed of Speak Unity, who now strikes the front. Ataki's Verve is coming alive on the far outside. Uncle Jerome now captures 4th, and up the inside Cyrus has 1 beaten, which is Formal Order. They have 440 yards left to go, and Speak Unity hits the front and rolls to the top of the stretch. Ataki's Verve right now is the only threat and is a muddy mess too. They're homeward bound now, and Speak Unity has built up a 3-length lead. Ataki's Verve continues to slow slowly grinded out, passing the furlong pole. Speak Unity still clear. Ataki's Verve is still chasing. Formal Order's getting on track, but it's too late to change the winning outcome. Speak Unity has won it over.
Speak Unity draws clear at the end. Give Jaime Ness his 15th, his first of 2 today. Give Jimmy Rodriguez his 31st, his first of 2 today. Going off at 2 to 1, $624, $380. He gives Verve 540, 460. Formal Order 660, and the one was fourth. Your dollar exact 14.10. Your 50-cent try $30.50, and your $1 daily double 4 and 5 $199, and 10-cent super was worth $14.95. And let's move to the third race, claiming 62.50, going 1 mile. Here's your start. Here's Josh.
Gates closed. Ready. Away and running. Good inside speed from Runner Indy. There goes Linda's Nakia. Auld Syne is tapped for speed. And He's Not Curly is 5 deep as they go around the first turn run. My Friend Linus came away in that 5th place position. Whirling Curlin's out deep. And Vicarage is last of all. So the leader is Auld Syne, trying to relax the speed and shows the way by only a neck. He's Not Curly is right there trying to push the pace under a stranglehold in second. And Linda's Nakia was reined back to be a clear-cut third. Whirling Curlin to the outside fourth. In between rivals is My Friend Linus. Vicarage tries to pick off that rival, and Runner Indy continues to see them all with only 5 furlongs left to go. So Auld Syne starts to let it out a notch to lead by almost 2. He's Not Curly continues to be a patiently ridden second, and Whirling Curlin has the run of the race of good enough, and Vicarage is also in stalking mode in that joint 3rd place position. My Friend Linus still in front of 2, which is Linda's Nakia, and so far nothing from Runner Indy. They swing the side, 3 furlongs to go. Auld Syne continues to be the dictating speed. Vicarage is coming alive up the inside. He's Not Curly the Gray needs to counter that attack. A wide trip for Whirling Curlin, and My Friend Linus tries to close in 2. The quarter pole passes, and here comes Vicarage with a great passage up the fence. From off the pace, now Vicarage swoops to the front. Now fading off the scene is Auld Syne down the center of the track as He's Not Curly along with the balance of the runners, including My Friend Linus. But at the 16th pole, Vicarage made a bold move at even money, and he'll be second to none. Vicarage has won it.
Vicarage going off at even money on a very heady ride by the apprentice Marco Melendez. And Karen McGee claimed for 5, running back for 62.50, and the rest is history. Give Karen his third, and give Melendez his third. Give the winner $4, $240, $220. Auld Syne, $380, $260. My Friend Linus was third, $3. And the 7 was fourth. Your exact was 6 and 4, $6. 50-cent try, $880. Your daily double, 5 and 6, $840. And your pick 3, $301.85. 10-cent super, $4.82. That'll bring us up to the 5th race, filly mare optional claiming $10,000. Here's your start.
Away and running. Good speed from Cardi G. Also showing good early speed is Snackster. And Miss Malevolence tracks the pace for that 3rd place position. The Esteem now tries to grab 3rd outright. Second last is My Boss Lady. And Beyond a Million is last of all. So on debut, jockey Skylar Z puts Cardi G in the leading role and shows the way by 3/4 of a length. Snackster right there chasing the rookie jock in second. And the Esteem probes up the paint in spot number 3. On the far outside is Miss Malevolence with My Boss Lady close in tow, and last of all is Beyond a Million. They swing, and Thea's Theme confronts Cardi G. They go toe-to-toe with 5/16 of a mile to go. Here comes Miss Malevolence on the far outside, Snacked in the thick of it too, and My Boss Lady is crying out for room, and there's a 1/4 of a mile to go. Cardi G has a fight on her hands, and Thea's Theme's the first one to press past the speed. Miss Malevolence is out deep. My Boss Lady tries to split rivals. They're homeward bound. Still a stack of chances here. Thea's Theme trying to hold everyone off. Miss Malevolence drifting in. The rail belongs to My Boss Lady. A 16th to go. Here's Thea's Theme holding on. A late surge from the Boss Lady, but it's Thea Theme's win over
Thea's Theme going off at 25 to 1. Give a good ride to Trejos. Give Jose Ramirez his 5th. Give him his 7th. Thea's Theme returned $53.40, $19, $6.80. My Boss Lady was second, $663.40. Miss Mabelus, $260, and a 3 was fourth. Your dollar exact, $143 even. Your 50-second 50-cent try, $249.90. Your daily double, $77.60. And your pick three, $93.85. Your pick four, $6,869.80. While your 10-cent super, $224.38. We'll move on over to the fifth race, originally scheduled on the turf, off the turf, going 5 furlongs on the dirt. Filly mare, A other than. Here's your start.
Away and running to a level start. World Gone Wild was the first one to break the line. She's a Big Deal is also showing good early speed, and Flirtatious Lass is already on hold. And last of all is Grand Skylark. They have 4 furlongs to go, and the first furlong was led by World Gone Wild, unopposed 2 at the 3.5, and pulls away to a 1.5 lead. But Flirtatious Lass is hot on her heels. She's a Big Deal is also right there, unwavering in spot number 3, and Grand Skylark has to close 5 lanes at the 5:16. Jock takes a look back on World Gone Wild and seeing the challenge of Flirtatious Lass on the outside, and She's a Big Deal rides that rail trying to get closer as Grand Skylark. 3 across the course at the top of the stretch. Outside momentum for Flirtatious Lass. She's a Big Deal took the shortest way at 5-1 and hits the front at the 16th pole, and She's a Big Deal pulling away from the other 2. She's a Big Deal, a convincing winner over Flirtatious Lass, World Gone Wild, and
She's a Big Deal, went off at 5-1, took the rail trip under Cedeno, give Carol her 23rd, give Ned Auld his 4th, give She's a Big Deal her 4th win, 1382.40, and you got a refund. Flirtatious Lass, 380 and a refund. World Gone Wild was 3rd, and the 1 was 4th. Your buck exact was worth $16, 50-cent try, 50-cent refund. Daily double 2 and 3, 176.10. Your pick 3, 189.40. And you got a 10-cent refund. Let's move to the 6th race. It's 1 mile and 70 yards for 3-year-olds up. Started claiming price of $16,000. Here's Josh.
Away and running, slow to go was Boss Logic, rail speed from the King Cheek, who has an uncontested lead as the jockey fixes the right iron soon after the start. Titan's Will came away in a 2nd place position, and quite a divide back to Aspect and Boss Logic as they are in program order in the opening furlong. So the King Cheek makes a break for it at the 7 furlong pole and has massed a 6.5 to 7 length lead. Titan's Will continues to chase the pace in that 2nd place position, which is held by the King Cheek. To the outside, Boss Logic now takes 3rd away at the 6 furlong peg, and Aspect is last of all 9 lengths would cover front to back. So King Cheek leads the way at even money. The King Cheek passes the 5 furlong pole with a monumental lead. After the trees in 2nd, it's Titan's Will, and there's been no twist to the plot yet. Boss Logic gets a niggle to stay with the speed, and Aspect must be 15 lengths down as the King Cheek just blazes the muddy trail and has opened up a daylight lead. Titan's Will continues to be all by himself in 2nd. Boss Logic tries to get on track in 3rd, and Aspect's getting closer too with 3 furlongs to go. So the King Cheek still has a sizable lead, but the lead is starting to shrink. In that 2nd place position's been Titan's Will. Boss Logic's off the fence, and Aspect's trying to get on track with a 1/4 mile to go. The King Cheek has led him since the starter said go, and turns to the top of the stretch with the commanding lead. Trying to close in his 2nd as Aspect up the rail. Wide outside for Boss Logic, and Titan's Will's in between rivals. A furlong to go. The King Cheek is still leading. Boss Logic is picking up massive amounts of ground, but time's up. The King Cheek at even money has won it.
The King Cheek went off at even money, taking advantage of his speed, take his light for an off track, went gate to wire. For Jaime Ness gets his 16th, Jamie Rodriguez gets his 32nd, and the King Cheek returned $4, $280, and got a refund. Boss Logic, $320 a refund, and Aspect was 3rd, and a 4 was 4th. Your dollar exact at $4.90, you got a refund for your try. You get $17.80 for the daily double. Your pick 3, you got $296.60, and you got a 10-cent refund for your super. Let's move over to the 7th race, which is the Sussex at $50,000 guarantee. Was originally scheduled 7.5 on the turf, 1 mile on the dirt. Here's the Sussex handicap.
Away and running, a slight bobble from Tappin' Cat. There goes Indian Lake to fight. Tappin' Cat for that early lead. Kenny had a notions out very deep in the early mix, and Wild Bankers in the three-path early. And Samedi Night is last of all. Up and around the first turn they go. Indian Lake has the pace in his hands today and shows the way by 3/4 of a length. Kenny had a notion right there. The tracking speed in that second place position, and at 6-5, Tappin' Cat is all by himself in third. Off the fence is Wild Banker in that fourth place position, and Samedi Night is nice and relaxed at the back of the pack. So it's a good two-pronged battle up top with 5 furlongs to go in the Sussex Stakes, and Indian Lake has that neck in front. Kenny had a notion right there in close attendance too. None of them have made their moves yet with 4.5 furlongs to go. Tappin' Cat with the money on, getting a wee bit closer from that third place spot. There's been no change yet. Wild Banker's off the fence in that fourth place spot, and Samedi Night's been long looking last throughout. Around the second turn, still leading is Indian Lake, but here comes Tappin' Cat with those long strides on the far outside. Kenny had a notion backed up fast. Wild Banker tries to complete the trifecta, nothing from Samedi Night, and we're at the two-pronged battle at the top of the stretch, where Indian Lake continues the lead, Tappin' Cat continues the chase, Wild Banker's off the fence, but 3 deep as they swing in. Indian Lake is amassed a half-length lead. Now Tappin' Cat getting level and getting on track in the muddy goo, and hits the front of the 16th pole. Tappin' Cat stalked and pounced the leaders today. Indian Lake battles with Wild Banker for the balance, but it's all Tappin' Cat in the Sussex Stakes. So
Tappin' Cat wins the Sussex today for Gary, and Tappin' Cat returned 442, 22.10. Indian Lake was second, 222.10. Wild Banker was third, 240, and the one was fourth. Your exact at 340, your try 325, or daily double 520. Your pick 325.05, and your 50-cent pick 5, $1,499.65. Got a dime back for your super. That'll bring us up to the finale. Maiden filly mare 12.5, gone 5.5 furlongs. Here's Josh. Here's your finale.
Away and running. Good start on the inside for Illusion of Hope. Miyai flashing good early toe, and in between rivals, there goes Majestic Girl. So as they settle down, Majestic Girl comes away with the lead. Miyai yields the lead to her in second, and Liking It Twisted is right there in that third place position. Tipsy Tourist came away in fourth. Illusion of Hope broke with pace and then soon outpaced. Second last is Nothing Makes Sense, and another flirt is caught 3 wide at the 3.5. So Majestic Girl dictating the speed with 3 furlongs to go, leads by a length and a half. Liking It Twisted getting a bit closer in second, and Miyai's drops towards the rail for a ground-saving trip. Tipsy Tourist is one off the fence, and Illusion of Hope tries to mount a bid from the back of the pack. Inside the quarter pole, Liking It Twisted takes the lead away from Majestic Girl, and the where is open for Miyai. They swing in. Liking It Twisted has kicked the way to a 1.5 length lead. Here comes Illusion of Hope, who's charging down the center of the track, but Liking It Twisted continues the lead. Illusion of Hope continues the chase. As that finish line looms, Liking It Twisted has scored over Illusion of Hope, Miyai. And
Liking It Twisted gets the job done in the last race today. Good 1 hour, got a second. Good Ron Mina, his 9th win. She's returned 523, 40, 220. Illusion of Hope, 440, 280. Miyai's returned 240, and the one was fourth. Your exact was worth $13.30, while your 50-cent try was worth $16.80. Your 5-3 double, $9.60. And your 50-cent pick 3, $6.10. Your pick 4, $64.20, and your 10-cent super, $16.25. Let's take a look at the leaderboard here. Jaime Rodriguez picked up a couple today. He was 34. Carol Cedeno gets 1 today. She's 24. Mena picked up 1. That's his 9th. And Trios got 1. That's his 7th. Jamie Ness picked up 2. He's 18. Nothing much really changed there for the leaderboard. So that was a look at the races here on Thursday. We'll be back here again tomorrow at 12:30, so if you can come out, certainly appreciate it. We appreciate the handle today, $1,891,796. Once again, thanks for coming out. And for Elaine Tapman, for Chris Rooney, for the crew here at Delaware Park, I'm your host, J.J. Gracie. Good night and good racing. And always find yourself in the winner's circle.
Delaware Park.